Hi, you guys. Bubs the Bees giving my thoughts on the Nicki Minaj and Safaree breakup. Um, me, I try and stay pretty social savvy, find out what's going on, as far as different things in the industry and whatnot. Recently I've seen Angie Martinez's radio show with Nick, and I've seen the Breakfast Club had Safari on, and they both were talking about the breakup. As you could tell, there was a lot of emotions running high due to the fact that they'd been together for the majority or basically all of Nick's career, and she said it. Now, do I think either person is better than the other? No, I don't. I think they're equal. And I do think that being in the limelight does play a toll on a relationship. Just because they're at two different standpoints, one, and not to mention the fact that you're always in the limelight. People can always see what's going on with you. You never have a moment to yourself. And if you do spaz out like everybody does, and they see it, it's just like the biggest topic of the fucking world. Um, do if you asking, do I think that they love each other? I definitely do. You could tell that they're in both their interviews that they were very hurt by the breakup, and that is not exactly healed yet. Um, Safari went so much as to say that he never dissed Nick, and I do believe him. I mean, you could tell he rolled for her. He really did. He was one of her main supporters. He was her man, as well as an assistant and somebody who just was there for her whenever she needed. And she was there for him. And that's what made them work. Do I think the industry played a role in their breakup? Yes, I do. And like I said, just the dynamic of things. Now, do I think Nick would have been better off with another celebrity? No. A regular guy probably is the best thing to have. I'm not saying Safari is just regular. I'm just saying, she's known him half her life, and he'd know her best. Um, I can't say exactly what caused the end to their relationship, but what I can say is it it probably deteriorated over time, just like all relationships. They probably just kind of fell apart and probably couldn't or didn't have the time to get back on the right track. Now, I will say Nick seems like a very high strung woman. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, like, she's very strong minded and strong willed. And when she wants something, that's the way that she wants it. And I bet Safari, I'm not saying he's submissive, but I think he, tried to be the man that she wanted him to be. Now, in the midst of it all, if you think about it, everybody needs their own individuality. I feel like maybe Safari may have felt like he got lost in the mix and kind of lost his individuality. And he lost what he thought made him special. But I will tell you what, not very often do you see a man as the front runner for a woman in the industry. Normally you see a man and it's a woman who's his front runner. So to see a man take a backstage to a woman can be kind of hard on men's ego. But I'm not saying that Nick's wrong for being successful because that's what she's meant to do. But what I am saying is that there has to be an understanding because you can't be a secure man and be upset if a woman makes more money than you. And you can't be an insecure woman if your man makes more than you. Because at the end of the day, you're a partnership, which means what you do, you guys do together. There's not one above the other. And I'm not saying Nick put herself above him or he put himself above her, but I am saying that when roles get reversed, it's kind of harder for men to deal with taking a backseat to their woman. But I'll tell you what, it takes a strong man to be able to take a backseat to a woman. And to be honest, I probably like a guy who could take a backseat to me because that lets me know that you love me more than you love yourself. Now, if you ask me if I think this is the last we've seen of this relationship, no. Because as we all know, if you love somebody, it's not that easy to walk away. I don't give a damn what y'all argue about, what y'all say to each other, what you done called him and he done called you. You always find your way back. So if they are meant to be together, they will indeed be back together. And there hasn't been too much bloodshed where they can't reconcile. Um, Now, as far as the Meek Mills, because I know y'all can get to it. No, I honestly do not think Meek Mills is a great match for Nick. You know, I'm not saying he's not attractive, he's not hot shit, because he is. But what I'm saying is, do I think he matches her? No. Or she matches him? No. Do I think that them both being celebrities will make for a great match? Maybe money wise, maybe. But do I think, as far as Nick genuinely being happy with Meek Mills, no, I don't see that. I don't see that. Nor do I think Meek Mills could ever give her the amount of quality time that Safaree could. Because if you think about it, you're hot shit. Millions of people are chasing you. He's hot shit. Millions of people are chasing him. How can y'all ever have time for each other? You can't. But Safaree could be everywhere that you were with no problem. That's a quality to look forward to. When he puts you before himself, that's the quality to look forward to. I mean, I'm not saying that he still shouldn't be strong minded and want to go his own way and do his own things as well. But I'm saying any man that can put you first is is definitely a good thing. But like I said, again, nobody knows what goes on behind nobody's closed doors. But eventually, reconciliation will happen. And I'm not saying they'll necessarily get back together, but I am saying that you can't go that long without talking to somebody that you genuinely love. They might be in communication right now on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, just don't know about it. You see what I'm saying? So never go off what you hear in the media again. It's all fucking baloney. They got each other's numbers. They'll contact each other. Believe that. Bubs the Beast, over and out.